And Jazz shooting the half Nelson, going for a quick pin. Jazz doesn't get paid by the hour. Jazz again, rolls her up. And this is something you don't see a lot of here, not just in WEW, but in wrestling in general. Double underhook suplex. And no, it's not wrestling. It's the fact that you see Jazz going for a pin early. A lot of wrestlers forget. The simple fact of the matter is that you're out there to win a match. And a lot of wrestlers, you'll see them go sometimes 5, 10, even 15 minutes before they will even attempt the pin. But Jazz is trying to finish this one early. And it just shows how focused Jazz is. And I think Lacey has been caught by surprise. Jazz, the most experienced opponent that Lacey has ever had. And Lacey asking for quiet. Where does she think she is, a movie theater? Jazz trying to get the fans behind her. As I was starting to say, Jazz won the championship when it was vacated due to injury from ex-champion Ty Killer Reed, who we will see later on tonight, making a big return to WEW. Jazz won that championship in a 4-way matchup, defeating 3 other top contenders here, has been such a fighting champion since. You see Lacey now taking things over. Lacey was trained by the great Eddie Sharp, who trained some of wrestling's biggest legends. So she does have an extensive wrestling background. And look at her arm wringer. Falling down for added momentum. But Jazz kicks right out. And notice the focus of Jazz. Jazz goes for pins early in the match, and when Jazz is pinned, she kicks right out. She does not take her eye off of the ball for a second. Jazz, a former collegiate standout as a basketball player, a point guard. He's had a lot of records back home. Quite an athlete. Lacey, a former cheerleader, versatile herself. And now, look at what she's doing here. Hammer locking that arm, trying to pop that shoulder, and at the same time is fixating Jazz on that rope. And Lacey playing Miss Innocent. And Jazz now with some big forearms. And again, our World Heavyweight Champion in control. And Lacey with an irie. Again, what a way to start out our pay-per-view tonight with a World Heavyweight Championship matchup. And this is absolutely huge right here. 2 of the premier superstars in women's professional wrestling kicking it off here. The world title on the line. Our champion in a lot of trouble right now. Lacey could shock the world right here by becoming World Heavyweight Champion. And Jazz now pulling the hair of Lacey. Jazz bringing the wrestling back into the WEW Women's Heavyweight Championship. For a while, primetime Amy Lee and Ty Killer Reed traded the belt back and forth. Most championship matches turned into barroom brawls. Ty Killer Reed, of course, later on tonight, speaking of barroom brawls, will be in a barroom brawl with primetime Amy Lee. But Jazz putting the wrestling back in the World's Women's Wrestling Championship. And you see Lacey there scissoring that arm, working on that elbow. Hooks the leg. Lacey, 5'9", a slim, trim, 129 pounds. You gotta watch out for that float over implant DDT. It's such a lethal move because she could just nail it from anywhere. Lacey trying to get the fans behind her, taking too much time. The inexperience coming in. Wait a minute. Jazz has her set up over the shoulder. Look at the power. The sea fire. Jazz with the sea fire. Hooks the leg.